What's up, y'all? We're going to change quadratics from standard to vertex form. Let's go ahead and get to it. So what we have to do is we basically just have to complete the square. I don't know if you'll learn that in Algebra 1 or not, but we're going to learn it here. So these are the steps to complete the square. Check it out. Alright, so what we want to do is we want to split this up. So I want all of y'all to write this question like this: x squared plus 5x, and then you're going to add a plus blank and the parentheses, and then have plus 7 and then minus blank. So now what are we going to put in these blanks? Well, we're going to put the same number in these blanks, and what we're going to put in the blank is b over 2 squared. So b divided by 2 and then everything squared. So b is 5 in this case. So we're going to have 5 over 2, everything squared. That's equal to 25 over 4. So we're going to add 25 over 4 here. We're going to subtract 25 over 4 here. So now this will always factor to x plus and then whatever it is, whatever your b over 2 was. So this will always be 5 over 2 squared. Now if this sign will always follow whatever this sign is. Like if this was x squared minus 5x, then this will be x minus 5 over 2. But since it's x squared plus 5x, it's going to be x plus 5 over 2 squared. And then now we have to figure out what 7 minus 25 over 4 is. So 7, we can rewrite 7 as 28 over 4, meaning the common denominator, minus 25 over 4. This is equal to 3/4. So plus 3/4. This is our vertex form. All right, let's do another example. All right, so with this example, you can never complete the square with an a value. So what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to factor out the a value of 3 from the first two terms. So check this out. So I'm going to rewrite this as 3 times x squared minus 2x, so I took out 3, and then plus blank plus 4 minus blank. So what's going to go in these blanks? Well, it's going to be b squared, not b squared, b, so negative 2 over, we call it b over 2, everything squared. All right, so negative 2 over 2 squared, well, that is negative 1 squared, which is just 1. So we're going to add 1 here. Well, we're actually going to subtract 3 because we are technically adding 3 times 1. So we're going to put plus 1 here, but we're actually going to subtract 3 because it's 3. Whatever we factored out here, 3 times 1. So we're going to factor this. So this is going to be 3 times x minus 1 squared, and then 4 minus 3 is positive 1, so plus 1. It's minus 1 because b, which is negative 2, over 2 is a negative 1. So last question. All right, change this into vertex form. I just made this question because it was probably the spiciest question I could think of. So this should have a squared. All right, well, let's go ahead and do this question. So first I'm going to factor out a negative 5 from the first two terms. So negative 5 and then x squared minus 3 over 5x plus blank, then plus 1 minus blank. So what are we going to put in these blanks? Well, let's find out. So we have to do negative 3/5 and then that over 2, everything squared. So this is going to be equal to negative 3 over 10 squared, which is going to be equal to 9 over 100. So we're going to add 9 over 100 here. And over here, we're going to subtract a negative 45 over 100, because negative 5 times 9 over 100 is negative 45 over 100. So let's go ahead and factor this. So over here, we're going to have x minus 3 over 10 squared, and then we have 1 plus 45 over 100, which is going to be 9 over 20. So that's going to be 29 over 20. Don't forget the -5 like I almost did on the outside. And there is your vertex form. All right, that's going to be it for this video. I'll see you in the next one.